In this video, I want to talk to you about working hard versus working smart and versus just getting stuff done. Now, everybody says if you want to get somewhere in life, you have to work hard. And that's all they keep pumping into people. Work hard, work hard, work hard. If somebody's not really making any money, they just say, they must be lazy. It's not always the case. You know, I was on the way to here this morning. I saw like a dude, he was picking rubbish off the floor. He had his dirty clothes on, he had his pushing his trolley around, he was going around the gutter picking up all the dirt, and this is like 6 o'clock in the morning, and no one can say that this dude isn't working hard, but he's not really making the money what most people kind of dream of making. And maybe he's happy, I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to say, I'm just using it as an example. Or other people say, if you want to make the money, you have to work smart. And, they might be, I don't know what job they might have. They might be selling online, possibly. They're sort of, using their brain a little bit, and they're sort of making more money, and they're not having to work as hard. They're using their brain more. And people say, all you have to do is work smart. And that's also not also the case. You can work as smart as you like. If you're not actually working and getting stuff done, and you're actually not getting a result, then you can be as smart as you like about it, and you're still not going to get anywhere. So what it really requires, guys, is results. What matters is what result you get. Saying, for example, you want to build an online store. So you have to get website built. You have to get eyes onto your store. You have to, publicity, marketing, ads. You have to get all the ads done on there. You got to get the photos done. You got to get the products on there. You got to find the premises. The list goes on. So it doesn't really matter if we go about this smartly or if we work on this hard. What matters is that we get the job done. So whether that means you're working super duper stupidly hard, all the hours under the sun, getting 4 hours sleep a night and just pumping this thing. On top of that, you got to be smart, so you got to use your brain. Or you hire other people to do the jobs. You could just be the boss man, you could just be the director, you're firing around the orders, you're saying what's got to get done, and you're kind of subbing the work out to other people. And just whatever it takes basically to get the job done, guys. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if you've got a vision of some business you have that you want to get done, you have to work out the action that's required for you to be able to get that job done. And Grant Cardone actually does something, a book called The 10X Rule. He always talks about the 10X, where everything you have to do 10X, where like saying you want to earn like $1 million, you have to genuinely work hard to try and genuinely aim for $10 million. So, and the same with results. If you're setting up a business and you're kind of expecting you're going to be making $1 million on the first year, and you're actually really properly going for it and really going to make $1 million on the first year, then the chances are you're probably only going to make like 100 grand. So you've got to set your goals like 10 times higher than what you kind of like, what you want the outcome to be. And then on top of that, you've got to work 10 times harder on what you think was the amount of effort required to get that done. And then genuinely do it. You can't just say, I want to make $1 million, so now I'm gonna aim for 10 million. That's not going to cut it. If you want to make $1 million, you've got to actually go all in. And all in as if you're actually genuinely going for 10 million. You've got to figure out what is required, what amount of action has to get done to actually genuinely make 10 million. Not just say it. Anyone can just say to everyone, I'm going to make 10 mil next year. And then come next year, they've made like 10 grand, I don't know. You've got to genuinely go after it. Another thing that I wanted to address was just uniqueness. You could be working really hard, you could be working super smart, you could be getting loads done. But if there's too many people doing the same thing, or there's not enough demand for whatever it is that you're doing, then you're not going to be successful anyway. I think that's why a lot of college kids, they struggle. People go to university, people go to college, people go to school. They could spend 100 grand learning, like doing some college course somewhere. And then the trouble is you're getting hundreds and hundreds of kids all over the country, all over the world, leaving the college on the exact same time, with the exact same skill set. They've all learned the exact same course. They've all learned the exact same things. They're all going after the exact same jobs. And then they're wondering why they're not getting paid much, because there's like hundreds of them all with the exact same skill set. There's no uniqueness. There's no uniqueness to it. If you learn a business, you can make it a little bit unique. You can make it a little bit differently. You can put your own spin on it. And you can stand out a little bit. You can make a YouTube channel and you can sort of build your own personal brand so people want to buy from you. You could put some sort of unique spin on your shop. I don't know, you can be unique basically. When you're an entrepreneur, you've got a little bit of uniqueness to yourself. You're not doing the exact same thing that everybody else is doing. And that's the trouble when it comes to like schools and colleges. They're all learning the exact same stuff. So you could have, like saying, for example, people say that nurses don't get paid enough. And, they probably don't get paid enough. The job they do is like, it's amazing what they do, and they don't get paid enough. But it's just simple economics, supply and demand. If there's too many nurses out there, and there's not enough jobs out there to fill all those nurses, that's going to bring the price down. Now, saying that there wasn't many nurses, there's saying like the country needs 100,000 nurses and there's only 50,000 nurses, just as an example. Well, then what's going to happen is they're going to be more in demand. People are always going to need nurses, for example. It might be a bad example, I don't know, it's just the first thing that sprung to mind. But they're always going to be needed. As long as there's hospitals, we're going to need nurses and doctors. Now, if there's less than what there's needed, then that means that they're now suddenly worth more, and they're going to get paid more in order to do that same job. The same years ago, welding, I used to be a welder. Back in the day, there was a short supply of welders. There wasn't enough, here in the UK anyway. I don't know what it was like in other parts of the world, but there wasn't many welders out there. So if you could weld and you was a good welder, you got paid, you didn't get paid really, really well, but you got paid proportionally well for what it was that you were doing. And then it kind of started dying out. Stuff started going out to China. The internet age kind of started. And then all the money kind of went to people doing computer jobs. People programming computers, people building websites. All the money kind of went to sort of like the IT side of things. People making things, people welding, all that kind of stuff. There were so many welders out there and not enough jobs out there because all the jobs were going to China. That welders weren't getting paid much. You could go and work in McDonald's and you could get just flipping burgers, and you can get paid the exact same as a welder that's taking him sort of years to learn how to read drawings, how to operate all the machines, get the skill down with actually running some nice welds, getting all that sorted out and learning all that, and years and years and years of kind of building up a skill. And somebody flipping McDonald's burgers gets paid the same. Is it fair? No, it's not fair. I didn't get paid much as a welder, and I didn't think it was fair. But it's basic economy, it's basic economics. If there's a whole load of welders all all looking for the exact same jobs, and there's not enough jobs to go around, it's going to bring the price down. So, and now the same thing's kind of happening with computers. Everybody's learning computers. Everybody, you go to college, they're all learning computer programming, building websites, SEO, they're all learning the exact same stuff. So now, because there's so many kids all know about computers, now when you look for a job, a computer-related job, there's always exceptions. There's going to be people doing computer jobs earning millions every year. There's exceptions to every rule, but for the most part, they're not getting paid as much as what they used to get paid, just because there's so many of them. So if you want to take something from this video, guys, you want to be a little bit unique. You've got to work hard. You've got to work smart. At the end of the day, what really matters is the result you get done, and also a result where there's not everybody doing the exact same thing. Somewhere where there's a good supply, somewhere where there's not enough supply, and somewhere where there's a lot of demand. Then you're going to be valuable, you're going to get paid well. If you can do something that not everybody else can do, then it's going to work. Plus getting the result done, plus everything else that we put into this video. You focus on all that stuff and you're going to do well. So get the result, guys. Get the result in something where there's a demand, and get the result in something where there's not too much competition and everybody's doing the exact same thing. With eBay, for example, so I've heard people say with eBay and Amazon, there's more and more people doing it, it's not going to be worth it anymore. Well, at the moment, there's more and more buyers jumping on. Online sales has taken over physical retail stores and physical shops where you walk in, they're dying out and everything's going online. And there's still a lot of people that haven't transitioned yet to go over online. So every single year, the amount of sales online are going up and up and up and up and up. And people selling online, it's going up, but not as fast as what buyers are going up. So there's always more and more buyers added to this pool. And there's already 170 million people using eBay, and that's going up every single year. And it's going up at a much greater proportion than sellers. So at the moment, guys, and for the next foreseeable future, guys, you can sell online, you can sell on eBay, you can make Amazon stores, you can make your own websites. And at the moment, the competition still isn't that great. Even with a load of new people starting up, the competition still isn't that great. You're still relatively unique to what we're doing. And it's never been so easy as today than it is to set up your own business. With all the internet, you can show millions of people. I could literally pick up my cell phone, my smartphone. I could take a picture of something, photograph it, get it up on eBay, and the whole world could see it like that, like in seconds. The same with a YouTube video. I can make this YouTube video. It's taking me like 10 minutes to make it. I can stick it online. The whole world could potentially see it. Nowhere ever in the whole of history, as far back as we can ever know, has anything like this. This sort of opportunity has never been about. So don't sleep on it, guys. Don't procrastinate on it. Don't let this opportunity pass away, because we're in this age now where things can happen. You know, you can get 17-year-olds that suddenly grow businesses, and they've got Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and they're bringing the money in. It was unheard of. It was never ever before could anything like that could ever happen. And today is possible. And for the next foreseeable few years, it's still going to be possible. So guys, don't sleep on it. You know, if you've got a vision, if you've got an idea, give it a go. Give it a try. You know, sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. We never really lose. You know, as long as we're always learning, as long as we're moving forward, you know, you're not going to build a castle overnight. It's a step at a time, step at a time, step at a time, a brick at a time, a brick at a time. And then you're going to get the result. So just focus on what I said in this video, guys. Work hard, work smart. Above all, get the result done. Do it in something where there's like a high demand, and something where not everybody's doing it. You know, if you're training to be like a doctor or something, and there's hundreds and thousands of other people training to be a doctor, and there's too many doctors, or, you know, depending what part in the world you're from, some parts of the world there's a shortage, other parts of the world there's probably too many. So you want to do something where there's a shortage. At the moment, there's still a shortage of online stores, there's a shortage of eBay stores, there's a shortage of Amazon stores, there's a great shortage of YouTube channels. You know, online at the moment, for the most part, everything is still a great shortage. And anything that you do, and anything we can get the results, you're going to thrive, you're going to do well, you're going to prosper. So guys, give me some notes below, let me know what you think. This video, oh my god, it went on for like 12 minutes nearly. It's only supposed to be a quick couple of minutes video. I've only just got here. Bit of a mess in here. Yesterday I was shooting a new course, a photography course, showing people how they can do kind of product photography. You know, that's for another video. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye.